Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Katie Short, Mike Mullen, Life Legal Defense Foundation for an enormous commitment of talent and energy and commitment to this case over a long period of time, years here literally, since this was filed. So I want to express my appreciation especially. I just heard Katie's remarks, and I would have to agree. I feel actually kind of sorry for the jury, because I think they were presented with a basically impossible situation when the judge basically didn't allow evidence. And at the same time, what little comments we saw of them afterwards, they seemed to be very sad and disappointed. Even you got the impression that somehow they felt under some kind of compulsion to render a decision without having really the information and so on that they would have to provide a decision. But they seemed to feel that they had to give a decision, and I think in those circumstances, frequently one juror who apparently maybe has more knowledge or whatever can easily decide, well, this is what we have to do, and the others say, well, if you say so, that's what we have to do. It's time to get out of here. And I think by now, after 6 weeks, I think they were, many of them, excruciatingly bored, and then at the same time, I think at some point feeling kind of angry about the whole situation. So I think they left in not a very good mood, and I guess we're not in a very good mood either. I think it's a miscarriage of justice, and I think it's a corruption of our judicial system, which we see exemplified by this particular case. But we know by now that's what's happened in our judicial system here. We have a kind of judicial tyranny.
Yeah, I agree that there are deep problems in the system here that could produce a verdict like this, and that the problem started way back with again, pre-trial decisions that were made about what evidence is going to come in and come out. Again, we're talking about a lawsuit about recording illegally, where the jury was not allowed to see what was recorded. But then they were allowed to hear about the supposed effects of the recordings that they never were allowed to see. So a system like that is bound to produce a really unjust result.